Hello everyone, my name is Chelsea Gomez Navarro and today we're going to talk about the anatomy of the human body and the body tissues. The branches of science called anatomy and physiology provide the foundation for understanding the body structure and function. Anatomy is the science that studies body structure and the relationships among them, whereas physiology is the science that studies body functions or how the body parts work. In the anatomical position, the person stands erect facing the observer, with the head level and the eyes facing forward. The feet are flat on the floor and directed forward, and the arms are hanging at the sides with the palms facing forward. Now we're going to talk about the organs and membranes located in the human body cavities. The cranial cavity is the space within the skull. The space inside the skull is formed by 8 cranial bones known as the neurocranium. The organs of this cavity are the brain, the meninges of the brain, and the cerebrospinal fluid. The vertebral cavity is the posterior portion of the dorsal cavity and contains the structures within the vertebral column. The organs of this cavity are the spinal cord, the meninges of the spinal cord, and the fluid files spaces between them. The thoracic cavity is the anterior ventral body cavity found within the rib cage in the torso. The organs of this cavity are the heart and the lungs. The abdominal pelvic cavity is the posterior ventral body cavity found beneath the thoracic cavity and the diaphragm. The organs of this cavity are the intestines and the reproductive organs. Now we're going to talk about the body tissues. A tissue is a group of similar cells that work together to carry out a specific function. Body tissues can be classified into 4 basic types according to their function and structure: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. Epithelial tissue consists of tightly packed cells that form a continuous layer. Because the cells are closely packed and are held tightly together by many cell junctions, there is a little intercellular space between adjacent plasma membranes. Simple epithelium has a single layer of cells that function in diffusion, osmosis, filtration, secretion, and absorption. Secretion is the production and release of substances such as mucus, sweat, or enzymes. Absorption is the intake of fluids or other substances such as digested food from the intestinal tract. Also, the epithelial tissue has its own air supply, but it's avascular, that is, it lacks its own blood supply. Connective tissue is one of the most abundant and widely distributed tissues in the body. Connective tissues has a variety of functions. It binds together, supports, and strengthens other body tissues. Types of connective tissues: loose, dense, adipose, reticular, cartilage, bone, blood, and limb. Muscle tissue. Muscle tissue consists of elongated cells called muscle fibers that use ATP to generate force. As a result, muscular tissue produces body movements, maintains posture, and generates heat. It also provides protection. There are 3 types of muscular tissue based on its location, structure, and function: skeletal muscle tissue, cardiac muscle tissue, and smooth muscle tissue. Nervous tissue. The nervous tissue is found in the nervous system and consists mainly of neurons. Most neurons consist of a cell body, with 2 types of cell processes, dendrites and axons. Nerves are sensitive to stimuli, convert stimuli into electrical signals called action potentials, and conduct nerve impulses. Finally, we're going to talk about the neuron. A neuron is a specialized cell that has 3 parts: a cell body, dendrites, and an axon. The cell body contains most of the cytoplasm and the nucleus of the neuron. Dendrites are short, highly branched processes that branch off of the cell body, and they are the major receiver or input part of the neuron, and they conduct signals towards the cell body. The axon is a long, singular process that conducts nerve impulses away from the cell body. It is the output part of the neuron conducted nerve impulse toward another neuron or to some other tissue. Well, we're completely done with these topics. I hope you liked the video. Thank you very much.